from my OBS software, and you will see my picture pop up here. So there will be a bit of a lag, maybe 10-20 seconds or something like that, but you'll see my picture is now popping up here in the preview area. Once you're done with your stream, you can click on Stop Streaming. That is pretty much it. You're all done. You can click on Exit just to exit out of the software. I will be going through how to set up lower thirds, moving graphics and stuff like that in other videos, so make sure to look out for them. If you have any questions about live streaming or how to use OBS, make sure to pop them in the comments area below. What are you going to stream? In our controls. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to switch it into studio mode. So what you'll see here is now we have two windows. So this is our preview canvas, and then this is our program canvas. So the program canvas is the canvas that's going out on our live stream, and then our preview canvas is the one that we can see before it goes live onto the live stream controls. So if I click on the first thing we're going to do, you'll see that I have a lower graph goes live in this canvas here. Then we have our scenes transitions, and then we have our controls. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to switch it into our preview canvas, and then this is our program canvas. So the program canvas is the canvas that's going out on our live stream, and then our preview canvas is the one that we can see. What you'll see here is live onto the live stream controls. So if I click on the first thing we're going to do, you'll see that I have a lower. Now we have two windows. So this is our preview canvas. So click on settings. So you'll see here we have a number of settings. Like most of these you'll just leave as is. Under the general settings, I pretty much leave these as they are. And this allows 1080p. So if you have that just select, well, then you could change it to maybe 5000 and leave as is. Under audio, under sample rate, leave it at 44.1. There's no real reason to go to 48. Channels you definitely want to leave as stereo. Under desktop audio, if you click on that and have a default there, then select that. I don't, so I'll leave it alone. So under auxiliary audio, so you'll see here I've selected my microphone. So just click on that. I've got my Yeti stereo microphone there. I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well. I can also use the MacBook Pro microphone as well, but I just want to use my Yeti microphone there. I have selected the other mics under auxiliary, but I have them switched off, which I will show in a minute. Under the other settings, you can pretty much leave them as is. Or graphos live in this stream, and then our preview canvas 44.1. There's as well. I can also use
Hello. So I am actually going live right now. I'm going live right now. I'm going live right now.
the MacBook Pro. I can also use
okay. Oops. Streaming. Audio.
is. Next, under video, reason to go to 48. Channels you definitely want to leave as stereo. Under desktop audio, if you click on that and have a default there, then select that. I don't, so I'll leave it alone. So under auxiliary audio, so you'll see here I've selected my microphone. So just click on that. I've got my Yeti stereo microphone there.
lagi. Hello. 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 Shh. Okay. Okay. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test.
I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well.
Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Mic test. Okay na. And then by 4,500. Okay, good. This is very good. Very good. Very good.
I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well. I can also use the I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well. I can also use the, but I just want to I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well. I can also use the, but I just want to I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well. I can also use the, but I just want to
Okay, yung desktop audio ay dapat desktop audio settings audio.
I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well. I can also use the, but I just want to
Okay, yung desktop audio ay dapat okay. Saan ako sa pag desktop audio hello, mic test. Kini siya dapat audio.
I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well. I can also use the, but I just want to
Okay, yung desktop audio ay dapat. So mic test, mic test, mic test. Ano sa pag desktop audio. Hello, mic test. Kini siya dapat audio.
I also have a microphone on my Logitech 920, which I can select as well. And I can also use
How to turn off desktop. Turn off desktop audio. Desktop audio. Desktop audio. Settings. Audio. Okay there. Okay. Okay. Mic test. I think I'm fine. Video capture device. Mic auxiliary. Mic test. Mic test. I think I'm good. I think our problem is that. Okay. Wala ba akong resolution or something? So, what I would like to share with you guys is Okay, so this evening we are going to talk about. Okay, nice na siya, nice na. Okay, let's change this to. I'll try. Okay, hi, good morning, good evening, or good day to everyone. And today, this is actually my very first live. Um, and I'm very much excited to share with you what I have experienced, what I've learned in my years of experience in data science. So it's not okay. So it's not that actually very easy to just come to this point. I'm thinking the fact that my background was not really in any way connected to data science. And like you too, most of you, I believe that you could get along with what I'm going to say because I believe that even if for many of you, you have this kind of experience that is nearly connected to data science, but somehow you can really understand my journey from the very start of my dream of one day I would be a data scientist. Okay, so if you have some questions, I'm very much eager to share with you and to answer all of your questions. So we will be talking about how to start our journey, and we're going to stop asking Google how to start our data science journey. Okay, so again, we will talk about something that we need to stop asking Google how to stop or how to start our data science journey, or if we are already in our journey in data science, um, we're going to stop asking Google how are we going to proceed to our journey. Okay, so uh, if you have some questions, you can just actually ask me by just typing your questions in the comment down below. Okay, so let me just. Okay, so okay, I'm just waiting for some of you to be with me. Okay, so once again, this is my very first live, and this is very exciting because first and foremost, this is my first time to be on live, and somehow this kind of experience really can let me be connected to each one of you guys, and we can share our experiences with each other. And I think this is the best way to start our journey, to start how to enrich our experiences and how to also develop ourselves, our skills in this field of data science. Okay, so again, what we will talk today is stop asking Google how to start your data science journey. So I have my notes here. I have prepared something to talk about. So for many of you, I believe that once upon a time, or even until now, you always ask Google, how would you be able to start your data science journey? Okay, so now I've been there. Did that. I I still remember how I went to the internet cafe and tried to ask Google how to start my data science journey. But the fact is, Google cannot really give me the exact answer that really fits me. Okay, of course, Google can give you a lot of answers. Google can just give you thousands of informations from different sources. Okay, and then these sources would tell you a lot of things, immeasurable, a lot of, a lot of, um, a lot of information how to start your Google or how to start your data science journey. But the question is, does or do this information really fit you, or do this information really meet your needs? Because each one of us has our own journey. So I could start from this starting point. You could start from this starting point. Someone else's could start from this point. Okay, so we could not really say that you and I have the same starting point. So what I want to tell you is that our starting point is unique. So when I say unique, it means that my experiences, my starting point is different from your starting point. I don't know if you would agree with me with respect to this point, but in my experience, I really I have been through a lot of um, experiences, and in fact, I've been there to I've been to a lot of internet cafes. In fact, in my case, what I did was I bought my own computer. I installed my own internet just to really ask Google how to start my data science journey. Okay, so we will have a lot of, or I will be sharing you or with you a lot of things to do so that you would be able to start the best way that you can your data science journey. So it's not going to be the same with other data scientists who would tell you that he or she must do this, you're going to do that, you're going to read this, you're going to do this, you're going to attend the seminar, you're going to enroll in this online um, schools, you're going to attend this kind of seminar, you're going to go to this kind of hackathon or whatsoever. Okay, so if you would like to have lots of questions, if you'd like to ask me something, how to start our data science journey, then you can just type your questions and we're going to discuss that. Okay, so I am not still in the main course of this live session. It's going to be just very informal, so we are not going to have a strict rule to follow. Okay. Okay, so I just would like this kind of situations, this kind of presentations to be. Hi, Kuya. Hi, Kuya. Thank you for thank you for watching. Kuha ni ako. Suway-suway ra ba? Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Okay. So this is just going to be a test, and I know that a lot of you are very excited to watch me. But again, this is just my very first live on YouTube, and I am very excited to share with you what I have gone through and what I have experienced for the past few years of understanding and studying what data science really is. And I know that okay. So I know that you are also very excited to make your journey, to make your data science journey more meaningful and, of course, very fruitful. And like me too, you would like to have lots of achievements in this field. Okay, I want to share with you something that data science can be applied in so many fields. It could be in education, it could be in engineering, it could be in mining, of course, it could be in business, it could be in production, it could be in health services, it could be in government. So a lot of opportunities you can have in data science. But the question is that how are we going to start our data science journey? Okay, as what I've said, a lot of you would go to Google first and ask Google how to start your own journey. And Google would tell you a lot of information, thousands of information, just in a click of a second. Okay? So, but then again, with that, Google cannot tell you, Google cannot tell you exactly what kind of information that really suits your needs. Google does not know where you are now in your journey. Google does not know your background. Google does not know what kind of experiences that you have. Okay, so what Google would tell you are the information that people always would like to have. Okay, remember this that Google is just based on search. So because it is search, then what Google would tell you are just those information that are usually or that is usually searched by people on Google. Okay, so the first thing is that we have different starting point. Okay, so maybe in your case, you have already experienced working for a certain company wherein your work is most likely data oriented. Okay, you could have been or you used to be a data analyst, or it could be that you were into data analytics, or maybe some of you were data engineers, or it could be that some of you were programmers, you were computer engineers. Okay, so others could be they have no backgrounds when it comes to programming. They have no backgrounds when it comes to mathematics. They have no backgrounds when it comes to data analysis. But then these people are very interested to learn. They are they are driven, personally driven to really study and have this data science things in themselves. And that's the good thing about these people. Okay. And I would like to share with you that I am actually one of these people who have no background in programming. I don't have any background in statistics because first and foremost my major is not statistics. Okay? I don't have any math backgrounds. My major is not mathematics or physics or anything connected into this field. And also, my background is not something that is connected to programming. I'm not like that. I'm not even a data engineer. I didn't have any background about, shall we say, computers. Like, for example, computer engineering, or even programming, or even just a very simple thing about computer, anything that's connected to that. Like, for example, you are into IT, information technology. No, I was not. I was not a person who started my data science journey. So I am a person who came from a very different world. Okay, it was actually about literature, it was about grammar, and of course I studied law too. So this background of mine, these experiences, were actually too far from what I am doing right now, which is data science. So this is why I can really relate to a lot of people, maybe some of you or most of you who really would like to deal into this kind of field, who would like to discover and who would like to thrive in this kind of field. Of course, this is really very interesting, and the projection for this kind of field is so high. So just imagine from 1 to 2024, there was this projection which I also talked about that in my videos. Top 10 ways how to learn data science properly. So I discussed about the different ways how to master your data, your machine learning, and also in that video I discussed about the different opportunities why we have to learn machine learning, why we have to learn deep learning, why we have to learn data science. So the investments in this field is very amazing. Businesses, companies, multinational companies, even the governments are really investing a lot. Billions and billions of dollars will be invested in data science, especially in the field of machine learning and even in the deep learning, natural language processing. So these fields are actually, shall I say, the gold. Okay, we are now entering an era, or we are now in era wherein data science is really a gold mine. So if you have that kind of drive about mathematics, if you have that drive in data engineering, if you would like to understand how this world can be a better world by using our knowledge about data, then um, it's your time to be one of us, to start your journey in data science. Okay, so going back, so we have different starting point. So our starting points are different from each other. Okay, so that is why I've been telling any people, or all those people that would like to who would like to learn about data science. So I came across with different people from different parts of the globe, and they would ask me, okay, Joseph, how am I going to start my data science career? I enrolled in Coursera. I bought this course in Udemy. I I read this book, but how am I going to start my data science journey? How am I going to to continue my walk in data science? Because I am right now, and I think that I am not really learning. I'm not learning a lot. Even though I attended this program, I went to this seminar, I went to this workshop, but then it's as if that I'm not really learning a lot. So what's really the problem? Now, I think the problem is really knowing yourself. Okay? So it's really knowing yourself. It's because data science is supposed to be connected to your core. What I mean when I say core, it has something to do with your skills and abilities. It has something to do with your mindset, your inclinations. Um, so when I say skills, you have to ask yourself, what are the skills that I have? Okay, what are the the things that I should say I have that are connected to data science? Can you think? Can you think about that now? Okay, right. I think you're done thinking. Now, let's proceed. So, let me make myself as an example because my again journey is different from yours. My starting point is different from yours, so I can only speak for myself. Okay, so what I did was, because my major is not mathematics, it's not statistics. The first thing that I did was I read books about statistics. So I want to share with you a book. I want to show you something just for a moment. All right. So I'm back. Back. So this book, guys, Business Practice. Can you see it? Okay. So Business Statistics and Practice. This book actually taught me a lot of things about statistics, and so you can just buy any book about statistics. But if I were you, I suggest that you're going to buy a book like this one, something that is really very, very comprehensive, something that would really give you a deeper understanding, wide overview, and meaningful understanding of how statistics can be applied in for example in business. Okay, this is how I started. I started with business statistics, which is really very applicable when we are talking about analytics. So that's how I started, guys. I read this book and also a lot of books about statistics. So with that, first I did not continue directly into data science per se. So for 2 years, I studied statistics and I had some experiences about marketing analytics too. So with this one, business analytics plus my marketing analytics. Okay. So for 2 years of my study of statistics, I acquired skills, I acquired experiences, I acquired understanding how statistics work or works. Okay. So also within these 2 years, I began to study econometrics. So when I say econometrics, it's something to do with how our economics. So this is actually the mathematics of economics. So not really all of them, not really a deeper overview or wide overview of econometrics, but at least just most of it I have studied in connection to statistics because both of them in analytics, in data analytics, should really work hand in hand. Okay, so when you have this, then I think it's time for you to really move sideways. So when I say move sideways, I mean what I mean here is that it's time for you to study or to discover more skills, more knowledge that is connected to maybe data science. Okay, so let me drink water first. Right. So now, uh, so again, within those 2 years, so uh, okay, so that's my experiences. I started with business statistics. I started with data analytics. And then, guys, because I really would like to share with people my knowledge, I began also to make workshops, to make seminars all by myself, and ask people to attend because being a person who is into business statistics or business analytics, business intelligence, data analytics, I really have to have this kind of confidence to talk to people and to share with them certain insights. I think it was the best training of my life because that was the time when I gained confidence at talking in front of people. So don't ever say that soft skills, like for example, speaking or communication, uh, is, is is not important when we are talking about data science because your communication at the end of the day really matters because you have to communicate, you have to share your your findings based on data with your boss. It could be with your colleagues, even with other people who may not be connected to a company you are working in, but these are the people who are interested, especially when your data is something that is really of um, public importance. Like for example, when your data is really connected to health services, so people, the public um, has to know. Okay, so your confidence in public is really a must. Okay, so um, now um, just 2 weeks ago, there was this certain guy. I don't want to tell you his name. It's something that is really very private. But there was this person who is from India who asked me about how he's going to start his data science career. Okay, um, he told me that he went to a certain school, just not a university, just a really just a training school. And the problem was that he does not yet know the coding. Um, he just have certain background about uh, mathematics. Okay, but the math that he knew was just the basic one. So he asked me about the different subjects that he has to learn as foundations. Okay, so I told him about the different subjects that at least he must have some basic understanding. So I told him to study, of course, we have statistics, probability and statistics. I also asked him to study calculus, at least the basic ones. And I also asked him to study analytic geometry because these are really very necessary. So that's it. I told him where he is, and then I told him when he's done studying about this one, he can just have, at least for the meantime, deal with data analysis things. Okay? Because I believe that if you're going uh, to make everything really very fast, unless you have that kind of intelligence that you can just grasp things very easily and you can just cope with lots of knowledge or inputs and you can just digest them, I think it's okay. But I think there are a lot of people who are not like that. So they have to incrementally learn certain things at a time, because when you give him a big chunk, then he would be choked. And the tendency is that at the end of the day, he would forget all those things that he read or he reads. So I don't want that to happen to him. So this is why I always tell people who ask me what to do. So I just tell them to just um, take their time. Okay, just take their time. Taking your time is really very important, because at the end of the day, when you are too fast, because you don't want to be the last one or the last person in the in your batch, for example, or in a certain race, then I think you, at the end of the day, you would really lose that enthusiasm. Okay, you would lose that enthusiasm, believe me. So just take your time, just know yourself. Okay. And also, there was this certain guy. um, he was actually a programmer. Of course, being a programmer, it is expected that he knows coding. um, he told me that even if he has this background in coding, even if he also understands how some codings really work, but then the problem is that after coding, after these certain codes being copied from GitHub or from any different sources on the internet, at the end of the day, he does not know what these numbers mean, because of course we have to accept the fact that data science really involves numbers. I think we're settled with that. So when we're talking about regression, when we're talking about now, gradient descent, when we're talking about um, classifications, most likely, or really, we are talking about numbers, right? So when you're just about coding, when you're just about these things, you may tend to forget the heart of data science, which is really dealing with numbers. It's mathematics. Okay, programming is just a tool to maneuver your way or to deal with how numbers really work. Okay, but of course, programming coding is really very important just to make things very easily, and of course how to make applications later on, especially if you would like to deploy your machine learning model or deep learning model. Okay, so these are actually very important. So I'm telling you this story because I would like to tell you that the most important thing in starting your data science career is that you have to know yourself first, and you have to know your needs. You have to know where you are in your journey, because it's really very bad, um, and also very a waste of time. It's a waste of time if you were just go into the battle, but then you don't know who your opponents, who to fight with, who are the persons around you, or even the terrain. It's it's a waste of time. It's very laborious. It's tedious, guys. Okay? It's really very tedious. So you have to know yourself. My journey is different from your journey. And that is why I always tell those aspiring data scientists to always and will never forget to know where they are. And because you have to know where you are right now in your journey, you don't have to compare yourself with other persons. And maybe you would ask me, or you would tell yourself, this person is really very great, and this person is also very great, and he's now a senior data scientist of a certain company. He's now a manager, a data scientist manager of this multinational company, and here you are just beginning your journey. Of course, when you think like that, when you do that for yourself, you would really think you are very small. And because you think you are very small, it's hard for you to go. It's hard for you to step forward. And stepping forward is really very difficult because you have that lack of confidence in yourself. Okay? So, in as much as possible, we are going to stop comparing ourselves with others. Okay? His journey is not my journey, your journey is your journey. So, you are two different persons. The best thing that you're going to do is that you're going to ask him. You can just ask him what he did and what he what he read maybe, or who's the right person to talk to, or maybe you could just ask him. I think he could be generous enough, but never forced him to be your mentor, of course. You can just ask him, hey, can you just be my mentor if I have just some questions, or if there is a certain thing that I could not really understand, or when you have some time, can we just talk? Okay, I think that's the best thing to do. Finding the right person to talk to, or finding a certain person to be your partner in this kind of journey, right? So again, let me repeat that. We have different starting points. Okay, your starting point is not my starting point. So that that one. Okay, i- but then we may have different starting points, but there are things that we should bring together in our journey. The first one is that don't forget to read books. Books are really very important. Okay, again, don't forget to read books. Books are really very important. Why do I say this one? And why do I tell you to do that? Because books are priceless. Books are really very priceless. I am talking to you right now. Books are really very priceless. So never, ever, ever, ever hold back from buying a book. There are actually a lot of resources out there. Um, although I agree with you, if you think that there are not really much available books uh, in the bookstore about data science, yeah, I agree with you. In the Philippines, again, in the Philippines, we don't have a lot of data science books actually. I went to, before the pandemic, I went to national bookstores, I went to Rex bookstores, but then they don't have any data science books or even data analytics books. So there are actually a lot of books sold online about data science, but um, expensive actually. More or less expensive. They are really very expensive. Okay, but then investing in books really pays off. Again, investing in books really pays off. Okay, so don't think that when you buy a book, it's something that is a waste of money. No, it's not. It's really an investment. Okay, book is an investment. This book is my investment. I bought this book. This is one is actually expensive, but then this book really helped me in understanding better data science because this book this book I'm so happy about this book really taught me how to really understand numbers in consonance or in relation to business. Because at the end of the day, data science is business. You are dealing with business. So if you have knowledge about business, or if you do have some kind of background from different fields, it's an add-on. So I really actually salute those people who are from different backgrounds like me, who deal into data science fields. For example, those people who are, shall I say, psychologists, okay? Those who are from medical fields, those who are from communications. These people can relate to lots of fields because of their backgrounds. So if you are a programmer and you are not really into talking and you are just into programming and you don't know how to deliver your thoughts, I think that's a disadvantage. Although you can just easily understand coding, and that is an edge over other people who don't have any background of coding, because it would really take time for a certain person to understand algorithms, especially when uh, when this certain algorithm is really is put into coding. What I mean is, for example, Python. So we use Python to do this to do a certain algorithm, like for example the key nearest neighbor, or the k-means. Okay, but having other backgrounds would make you a person who is, shall I say, multifaceted, because you can just connect to people. Because at the end of the day, data science, or the data, the insight that you get from data is supposed to be shared with other people. And so when you have that kind of skill, to talking, for example, um, it's easy for you to connect with people. It's easier for you to relay your message, to share with people. So it's an edge. Okay, it's an edge. But of course, you have to work your way through. Okay, can you share the book? Yeah, of course I can. But yeah, this book. Okay, this the book. Business Statistics. I think you can just actually buy them one. Buy this book in your bookstores if you do have nearest you. Okay, right? So business statistics, not necessarily this kind of book that you're going to read. Any book, any business statistics books, and before you buy, before you buy a certain book, be sure that it's something that is comprehensive. Okay, because when a book is not that really comprehensive, I think it would lose its. Yeah, I am okay. You're asking about the author? Okay. The author is Bruce Bowerman, then Richard T. Connell, and Emily S. Murphy. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to just write the author's name on the description later, right? So, but then if you would like to, okay, I think you can see. Oh, it's clear, it's clear, it's clear. Right, it's clear. Okay, so I think you have already have it a screenshot. So I think we can start. We can continue. So where are we now? Right, where did I stop? Okay, different needs, and of course too. Um, because I came from different fields, guys, I also would like to share with you how I started. Just stay put. I'm going to share with you my notes. Okay. Uh, this is actually my passion. Uh, Sharing you my passions. So I have actually documented everything. Again, my background is not mathematics. I'm not a programmer. I was not I was not educated. I was not trained. I was never in school just to study programming or statistics. So what I did was I made my own program. Okay, so all right, thank you. So yeah, I'm going to continue. So let me continue my talk, right? So what I did was, um, okay, my friend gave me lots of syllabus, core syllabus, coming from different training schools or online schools, and they also gave me lots of links for me to study, Coursera, lots of courses, lots of. And I'm sure you know that. I believe you were you were doing that too. I am sure of that. Okay, so when enrolled in Coursera, I bought their course, and after le- after finishing, I think 3 to 4 courses about data science, uh, I told myself, oh, I think something was wrong. I think there was this very great big gap between me and the course that I'm taking because I could not really follow through. Um, they gave me lots of codes, they gave me lots of things, but they do not explain what's really going on behind the codes. They do not they do not tell me why we have to use this certain thing in the code, why we have to do like this. We are just given certain codes, and I am OC. When I say OC, I am obsessive compulsive. I really would like to know lots of things behind. Okay, no more questions. Okay, so I really would like to know lots of things behind um, different codes. Okay, so I think something was really wrong, and what I did was I made my own program. So don't be afraid to make your own program because you know yourself already. That is if you know yourself. B- the problem is that if you don't know your core, if you don't know your weaknesses, if you don't know your strengths, okay? So that is really very important. Okay, so what I did was I made my own program. And the program is actually very personalized. So, of course, my friends gave me lots of links to different courses, different syllabus online. So I checked all of them. I checked all of them and examined which one really worked for me. And after a while, not maybe after 2 weeks, I did it. So these guys, I would like to show you some of my notes, how I began with my journey. So these are actually some of my notes. I cannot show to you all of them because there are a lot actually. Just one big box. But I just would like to share with you just just only some. Okay. So these are some of my notes that I really wrote. So the this one. Okay. So I would like to share with you. Okay, so this one. Okay, this one. This is actually statistical techniques in business. So I wrote here the, 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 the subject matter. So this is the first note that I have. Okay, so I studied statistical techniques in business and economics. So this is the book all about, and also this one. So basically, this book, this is business statistics. So this notebook is really all about just all about statistics, okay, and statistical techniques, right? Okay, and this one, this one is about Python. Okay, so can you see? So this one is really about Python. This is my notes about Python, and this books really, I mean, this notebook really gave me lots of memories how I started with my journey in data science. Right. Okay, another one. Okay, this one. And okay, so this one also is about this is something that is really more comprehensive and in depth, more in depth. Okay, this is about deep learning. Okay, this is actually the combination of programming and mathematics. And how are we going to understand a certain code based on numbers? That's really how I study. So I'm showing these to you guys not because I would like to blow my horn. I am showing these ones to you because I would like to share with you how I personally made my own course, how I personally made my own syllabus, because the syllabus online may not be able to give me what I really want. So it's always up to us to make our own syllabus, because at the end of the day, what really matters is what we can learn and how can we add more value to ourselves. Okay? So some courses online can help you. They are good, actually. I'm not saying they are bad. They are good. But what I'm trying to say is that they may not be applicable to you. So again, what you will do is that you're going to make your own syllabus and study. Okay? Study it your own way. So my way may not work. Maybe listing all this in description may help us. Yeah, yes, I'm going to share. I'm going to share all of these things in the description, no problem. Okay, I will share all of these in the description. All right, yes, I will. I will. I will do. I will do. No problem. Okay, and I forgot where I stopped. Yeah, I will. I will. I will. Okay. So, okay. Okay, now. Um, say where did we stop? I forgot. There are lots of things coming in my brain, so I always tend to forget the last part that I have spoken. Okay, but anyway, okay, so yeah, it, I remember it now. Okay, notebook. So I'm not telling you that you have to copy my way because this is my own way of learning. So we have different ways of learning. Yours could be different. Your friend's way could be different. So just do it your own way. Okay? Again, do it your own way. I may learn this way, you may learn in different ways. But this is just how I learn, right? So I just don't want to learn coding because I think just learning coding itself, I think it's not complete. But what I want to know is that I want to know the math behind the coding, because after learning the math, then coding would be easier for me, and navigating through my way in dealing with data science problems, data science questions would be easier because I know what's going on. I know what to do with a certain problem. I know how to adjust. I know how to manage data. I know how to make models. I know how to compare models. I know how to change models if needed. Okay, we have to remember that our model, a certain machine learning model, may be changed, may be adjusted along the process. Okay. So, what else? Okay. So let me review what I have said. So we came from different backgrounds. We have different needs. We have different experiences. So we should we should not compare ourselves with others. We should not make a learning path the same for other people. Okay? So we should not copy other people's journey. We should not copy his ways. So make your own story. Again, make your own story. And don't forget to read your books. Buy books, read books, invest in books. Okay? I think the most important thing too is, yeah, thank you so much, Random Access. No problem. My my pleasure in sharing with you my experiences. So I think we will be doing this one from time to time. Which modeling? Uh, can you illustrate your modeling? I mean, you are talking about data science modeling. Maybe in the future we will have that. Okay, so as of now, what I would like to share with you is okay. As of now, what I would like to share with you is that my experiences, how I started all of these things. Okay, but in the future, we will have modeling, machine learning modeling. We will have all those things. Okay, so we will just in the first part of our life, right? So, and also, what I want to tell you is that don't forget to document your learnings. It's like what I've done or what I'm doing. Don't forget to write them. Document your experiences. And why I'm telling you this one? Because one day, sometime soon, you will talk to people, you will inspire people, and you will share with them your experiences. And when you're asked to talk, for example, in a certain conference, you can just pull your notebook. Or in data science, we can call that a metric. You can just call or pull your metric and you can just share with them. And isn't it amazing when you share your story, when you share your journey with other people? That's the best thing that could ever happen in your life. Okay? Again, that's the best thing that could ever happen in your life. It's not about the number of data models or machine learning models that you've done, but it's about how you have developed yourselves, how you have shaped yourself to be the person that you are, and how you can inspire people, especially those who are just beginning their journey in data science. I think that's the best way. Okay, that is on humanitarian side, but of course on the business side, you can just write your books. Okay, you can just write your books, documenting your your learnings, documenting how you've started and how you've solved a certain problem. You can talk in conferences. You can train people. Of course, not for free, right? Not for free. So it's actually both business and inspiration. Okay, and never stop from learning. Never stop from learning. Never ever, never ever stop from learning. Data science is really evolving, and the models that we have right now, the algorithm that we have right now, they may be applicable soon or in the future, but I believe that in the future we will have more algorithms. Okay, the world is not is not uh, static. It changes. People's people change. People needs change, and so we have to cope with change. And along with the changes, we have to have different tools. We have to have different approaches to deal with different problems, right? So that's why I really encourage you to study. We have a lot of learning resources online. We have lots of talks or conferences online. You can learn from them. You can talk to your colleagues who have longer years of experiences than you. So it always pays to ask someone, to read someone else's works. It's really great, right? So if you do have some questions, you can just, the world's not the, yeah, exactly. The world is not the same anymore. Yeah, statistical modeling in the future. But you know what? Statistical modeling, we can have that along the process when we're talking about other models. So I think when we are dealing with statistical modeling, we can just do that side by side with machine learning models or learning modeling, right? Let me drink some water first. So um, my concurrent viewers, I have now 9. Okay, hi, oh, hi to you wherever you are. Can you just write which country you are from, so I could just directly directly acknowledge where you are from. Yeah, my pleasure in sharing with you. Actually, the time that we have right now is not really enough to share with you my experiences. But guys, I will be doing this one. I will be doing this one more often. This is the best way to connect with you because I believe that lots of people out there who would like to be data scientists, but then they don't know how to start, they don't know how to navigate their way through it. They find it very difficult to find someone to talk to. But then, of course, there are lots of videos out there on YouTube who would tell you to do this and to do that. But I believe they have never told you to to be personal. And one more thing, guys, I have to tell you, be intentional. Make your own schedule in learning. Okay? If you want to do something, then you have to be intentional. You have to have your own schedule. Okay? So having your schedule will actually make you are Aurindom from India. Okay, hi. I have actually lots of viewers from India. I have lots of subscribers from India. I think India is really very good, and I really salute you. I have actually learned data science from lots of Indian authors, and they are really very good. They're really very good. I really salute Indian because you're really very good in stuffs like this, in data science, in programming, right? So hopefully one day I could visit your country and then talk about data science. But of course I can do this even if I'm here in the Philippines, right? So I think that that would be all, guys, unless you have some questions. If you have some questions, you can just write your questions in the comments so we can just discuss and then share with you. Okay, I'm waiting for your questions. Thanks for watching. Okay. So, okay, one more. If I share with you good things or great things about data science, and if you think I have helped you a lot in your data science journey, would you mind to write uh, great? Can you make some lectures on introductory? Introductory for what? What do you mean about introductory? There could be a lot of it. You mean the mathematical? Yeah, sure, sure. No, I have actually a lot of them. You can just visit my playlist. I have that. So I have playlist on the mathematics of deep learning, which is still in progress. But I have 24 videos already. I we also have um, mastering machine learning algorithm, so you can just visit that. Uh, Also, we have natural language processing and some data science tips. So you can just visit my uh, my, my channel, YouTube channel from time to time. So learning is for free. Learning is for free. You don't have to go to go to go to enroll in different schools. And all you have to do is that you're just going to learn. Okay. So yeah, introductory data science. Yeah. Okay. Soon we will have that. Maybe in our next episode of our live, we will have that. Okay. Can you make some lecture? Yeah. Sooner. Yeah, sooner. Data science. That would be for the introductory. I think we're going to have that in the future. Okay, so this time is actually the introduction of the introduction. Yeah, we'll have them. We will have them. Okay, anything else? If you have some questions. So okay. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Random Access. Where are you from? Thank you so much that you're learning from me, even just for this very short amount of time. Uh, yeah. So in the future, we'll have more. But thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next next week possibly. Where so I will have this one Sunday here in the Philippines. I don't know what time would that be in your country, but it would be Sunday in the Philippines around this time. Yeah, you are from India. Okay, great India. Okay, thank you so much, and don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to share this with your friends. Don't forget to share this channel with your colleagues, with your friends, and hopefully you've learned a lot from my talks. Stop asking Google how to navigate through your data science journey. So again, make your own personal program. Okay, those programs out there are good, but it's better if you know yourself. It's always better if you know your strengths and weaknesses. It's better if you know the things that you need so that you can make your journey more meaningful. Okay, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye.